ever come to San Carlos City, make sure you look up Gayle. She's on the corner with this Carmona and what's the name of that street here?
It's the I think Rossi Street.
Yeah, Brosi Street and Carmona, right across from Laguda gas station. And she's usually here 6 days a week. Are you usually here on Sunday?
Yes, because I'm preparing for the park.
Okay, so she is here on Sunday. It's just a lot quieter here because she's preparing to go to the park. So you basically cooking every day.
Yes, every day.
Every day she's cooking. And that's the way she's taking care of herself and her family. And like I said, she has
From morning till night.
morning till night. So this is one of these sun up to sundown type of deals here. But yeah, so like I said, this is Sister Gayle. Like I said, she is very helpful to me. I thank God for her. She's been a great friend. Also, Vince has been a great friend to me because through him I was able to meet other people here in San Carlos. And tell us about, you've already told me, but just so the people know, we talked about Vince used to live here in San Carlos, and I guess he was here for over a year. And he would always relate to me how you kind of helped him out. What can you say about Vince and your experience meeting him and all that? What can you say about him?
Vince is already a family to us, somewhat a brother because we already did lot of travels. Last May, we've been to Manila for 4 days because he wanted to meet the Aitas there so that he can. I think he was having he wants to reach out to the Aitas to give them some food and then he's not here now in San Carlos because he decided to go to Bacolod already because the airport there in Bacolod is very near to his residence where he is residing now. And then but at least he's still contacting us and making us feel comfortable sometimes because he already know that if travel will be on our in our list in our financial status, it can be possible because it's very hard here in the Philippines, and then it's not possible for us to go other places, and then it includes to our financial aspect in the everyday life because we must be very vigilant and we must be very strict with our financial needs now because also unlike now it's Sunday, so there's no lot of people buying, so we must be very tight in budgeting. So that's why we're very thankful to Vince that he can bring us to other places and then make us enjoy also sometimes have our relaxing time sometimes.
Yeah, well, I know one thing that I can just go ahead and relate this now. The first 2 months after I came to San Carlos, I was a basket case. I want to call myself a basket case. You in America may know what that means. But it was a lot of boredom. I was bored. I was lonely. I didn't have any friends. There was nothing to do here. The only thing that I could find to do was I went to Zumba. 2 or 3 times a week I was going to Zumba. Matter of fact, I saw a couple of the people who were the women who were in Zumba with me. They're street sweepers. You know, they sweep the streets. So I saw one this morning who was sweeping over there by City Plaza around, you know, where the fire was. And another one was sweeping right here on Loxton Street. But I was very bored. Didn't have any friends. I didn't have no girlfriend. I still don't in this city. So it is, believe me, I've been almost 6 months. There's nothing to hold me here. You know, maybe if I had met a girl here or something, you know, I would have had a reason to stay. But just just as an editorial, let me say, the few women that I have had interest in, either they were taken, already married, taken, or they weren't interested in me. So that kind of knocked that out. So June 24th, which is in 8 days, I'm ready to get out of here. And I'm going to be making a pit stop before I go back to America and regroup. Back in America and come back stronger, come back wiser, as one of my songs says that I just recorded. Hopefully stronger, hopefully wiser, which is on my song Love and Romance on my new album Memphis Prince, which I released 8 days ago. You all watching this, go to my website www.chilionsoul.com and buy some music, support me. I can talk about that later, but yeah, Gayle was been very instrumental in helping me to cope here and survive here. I would have been really in much worse shape if she were not here. And you know, I was thinking about, let me just relate this to you. I think I told you that I'm 64 years old. I'll be 65 in a couple of months. My father had a relationship out of wedlock and produced my sister, who was 9 months. Matter of fact, my sister's birthday is June 18th. So in other words, Tuesday is my sister's birthday. My sister's basically 9-10 months younger than me, because my birthday is in August, her birthday is in June. I knew about her as a child. I knew that he had this other child that was living in another city. I knew about her, but I didn't meet her because he did not have anything to do with her. He didn't contact her, something like what your father's doing you. He didn't have anything to do with her. He didn't contact her, anything. So I finally met her, but it was because of my own efforts. I reached out and saw her. I knew what her last name was. I reached out and researched Facebook and social media, and that's how I found her husband, and through her husband I found her. So this is my sister, Bridget. If you're listening, I love you. I did not meet my sister until I was 50 years old. 50 years old. Even though I knew about my sister 60 years ago. Oh, because I was a child and I knew it. And where I knew about her is my mother had a photograph of my sister as a baby. My sister didn't even have a picture of herself as a baby. My mother had her picture, which I showed it to her, and you know, she didn't even have a baby picture of herself. How about that? So I can relate to someone, like I say, you 33 now, so that's 33 years that he's basically I'm sure you know he knew about you. And what did your mother have to say about, I'd be interested to know, what did she tell you about him as you were growing up?
It's a long story. She's telling me the very, very different plot twist of the story. That's why I can't figure it out about my dad, because I don't think so was the real story, because I'm very, very confused when she's telling me that story about my dad.
Yeah, but what did she tell you? You can go ahead and tell her. Tell me. I can understand.
She just tell that she just having the very, very unbrief background of my dad, and then he can't even trace that because he doesn't have any contact with my dad. Even a photograph, a single photograph, he doesn't have that.
Uh-huh. So what did she say about him?
She just said that my dad is not a good man, not a good person. She just said about that, and then that makes me uninterested, because I've just thought that there's no any hope that I can still meet him. At least when the time that Mr. Calvin came, oh, that's why that chapter is open up again. And that's what we're just trying to figure out. And then he's already there. He already said that he is looking at me, that I look like him, but he doesn't even reach out. I already leave numbers, address,
Yeah.
or how he can contact me, but he doesn't do it.
Yeah.
That's why I'm just still hoping if one day if you want to reach out.
Well, I hope he does too, for you, for your sake. And like I said, I can identify because I don't think my father saw my sister again until she was 50 years old. Okay?
Already very, very
50, not 30.
old
50.
age.
Yeah. But I will say this. My father found out that I was going to visit my sister about 4 years ago. He insisted and wanted to go to visit her. And I took my father to Minnesota and we stayed at my sister's house. So my sister got a chance to meet him, and her mother was still alive. You know, the guy who, you know, the woman who, you know, who my father was having the affair with. So she at least had a chance to have a picture with both of her biological parents together. So that was that was very special, because this is, she's not able to do that for 55 years, No, it was almost 60 years, because 4 years ago I was 60 years old. That means she had to be like 58 or 59 years old. But, and this is something else, and this is just a side for me. And I mean, I remember the guy's name, your father's name. You know your father's name?
I know my father's name, but I can still figure it out in Facebook because I don't have even a single photograph.
But you got to remember, though, everybody is not on Facebook.
Yes.
But this is the other thing. Have you ever tried to reach out to any of his relatives? Like, does he have any brothers, sisters, or
no
cousins?
I do just the cousin, but the cousin is not interested. Also, he's just telling that I think he's just in our near family relative. He just said that, and then his ex-wife doesn't even do a thing with him also.
So you were in contact with his ex-wife?
Yes, just for a while.
And she says she doesn't have any contact with him at all either. Okay. No, I was sitting up there thinking, I have such a large family. If I find out he's related to me, if I find out he's related to me somehow, then I had to pull a sheet off of him then. But I don't know. But yeah, don't give up on that. And just keep reaching out. And who knows, someone, because I'm figuring this person has to have some kind of other family who would be interested. See, one thing you don't know about me, I'm also a genealogist, which means I do family research. I've done that over the years too. So I've done research on my family going back almost 200 years.
But the information that I know is he's still living now in New York, Albuquerque.
Albuquerque,
yes.
no.
He's there.
No. Albuquerque is in New Mexico.
Yes, New Mexico. Yes, that's the last address that I know.
Oh, it's Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Base.
Okay. Right. And guess what? I used to live in Albuquerque too when I was a baby. because my father was in the military
Yes, he's still.
and he
still
served
lives
in
there.
the Air Force
He
in
still lives
Albuquerque.
there.
Oh, he's in Albuquerque,
Yes.
New Mexico? Oh, okay. I've been there. I've visited there a couple times. Yeah, that's interesting.
That's the very last address.
Wow, okay. Interesting. Yeah, well, he better be glad he ain't in the same city as I am, because I go look for him. But anyway, yeah, I appreciate it again. This is Sunday, June 16th, and like I said, I'm at Gayle's place here at Carmona and Brochi right here on the corner. And this is Gayle's, I call it Gayle's Diner, Gayle's restaurant. And like I said, she helped me out a whole lot. And I'll be keeping in touch with you once I move on to the next destination, which I believe is going to be Davao City. So you know, that would be good. So we're still be communicating on Facebook and keeping in touch.
Yes.
And I really be trying to keep up with you and the family here, and especially, and I almost want to call her my favorite child of yours, which you know who that is. I call her Marites Jr. And the reason why I call her Marites Jr. is because I think I remember shortly after I met Vince, or I came back from college, she was asking me all kind of questions about what I was doing and where I was going, kind of personal questions. I said, okay, I gotta call you Marites. Now you trying to get me to say something about maybe my love life or whatever. So I started calling Marites Jr. But anyway, made a nice, took a nice few selfies with her that I probably will share with y'all if her mother doesn't mind. You remember the picture? She put my glasses on.
Yes.
Yeah, and she's a beautiful, beautiful 9 years old, lovely brown skin. You know, that black hair. You know, the Filipinos. So you know, you can see that. You can see the black. You can see the Filipino. So thank you today, Gayle. And like I said, I'm hoping we got this. I had to go through the other modern technology to capture this, but we'll do that. So this is Gayle here, and you were telling me that you were playing soccer.
Yes.
What's going on with that?
We're still on our break now, but we will come back at I think July, the resumption of our game.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. So I missed it. I didn't get a chance to see your game.
Yes.
But maybe later on, I may be back here in a couple of months. By September, I may be back here. It depends. But I had to get myself established in my new place, wherever that is.
Yes.
But going back to America first. So anyway, thank you all. This is going to end up, hopefully, a Geechee Line journey in more than maybe 2 parts. But if you're watching this, subscribe, share, and like in that order. And if you're coming to St. Carlos, make sure you look up Gayle and support her. I don't know whether she has you got any kind of PayPal link or something?
Yes, I have.
And so I'm going to ask her, you want to give it?
Yes. I have my Facebook account. It's just Francis Gayle de la Fuente. And my number, I will just let Mr. Anwar to put in the description box of this
I'll post it. Yeah, I'll put it in the description there. You want to help out Gayle. So thanks a lot. Let me see whether this thing will turn around. Hey. So I'm reversing. Let you know I'm a real person. This is me, and I'm here at Gayle's, and here we are. See. Hope you all, and thank you for listening. This is Geechee Line Journey, and we're here with Gayle, and thank you. We will see you later. Bye. Say bye.